We are here with an exciting video, friends, because for the first time ever, I am trying out Gourmande Girls. I saw the Mocha Moment palette, y'all, and I knew as a coffee lover and a neutral lover, I had to have it immediately. So today, this is the palette we are diving into. I am going to give Gourmande Girls a try for the very first time. I will create 2 looks and share my thoughts with you. Let's dive in. I did pick this palette up myself because as a coffee lover and a neutral lover, this color story really spoke to me. We have these browns and neutrals, some greens, golds, a little bit of like mauvey, pinky, purple shades in here. And so I just was so excited to see this color story, to see this palette. And I thought, you know what? Let me give Gourmande Girls a try. I know that my friend Angie and Yella Kanikvist is friends with the owner of Gourmande Girls. And I was just like, this is my kind of palette. This is a palette that I want to add to my collection. So I did purchase it myself. The palette itself is $56.99. I used my friend Heather's code. Tons of my friends have codes that you could use to save some money, and with shipping and everything, it was about $66 to get to me. So today, we're gonna play around. This looks like a beautiful duochrome shifty shade. Like I'm looking at it and it's kind of gold, and then looking at it here, like that is very unique. What I was thinking is I kind of wanted to do maybe like a green gold moment over here, maybe like a mauve moment over here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers and then lots of mattes. I typically love a shimmer, so I'm excited to try out these shimmers, see what the formula is like, see how it performs. So why don't we just go ahead, I'm gonna zoom you in and we are going to play. If you've been here for a while, you know that I prefer some kind of like shadow to set my primer and put in my crease. We do not have that here. These are all not light enough to kind of set, but more like browns, crease shade, transition shades. So I think what I'm gonna do is like maybe like a little gold moment over here. I'm gonna take my 212 from KBellaBeauty and I'm going to dip into this shade right here in white chocolate mocha, which oddly enough is one of my favorite flavors, one of my go-to at Starbucks. I am a Starbucks girly, and this just seems like a nice kind of natural transition shade for me. I want to play with a few of the shades in here. I don't think we're going to get to any greens, but this is a very nice transition shade. I want to get a little bit of depth though. I was thinking maybe this shade right here. This is Mellow Mocha, the same brush. I'm just tapping in and I'm gonna kind of put this in like the outer section and see if I can create a little bit more definition. Now this is a fluffy brush, so it's not really going to press any shadow in. It is going to diffuse it a bit, but we're getting some color there. Okay, I think I need like a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is take my Singe EO5 and this kind of olive green chai with mocha shade and just really focus this out here. After I just told you I wasn't gonna use any green, but we have some olive green here. Bringing in the earthy tones. I mean, these mattes are blending very smoothly. Like I'm talking a lot, so I feel like I'm probably not editing out a ton. And so you can see here just how nicely, and I'm getting a tiny bit of kick up in the pan, but really not, like not anywhere close to like the ABH formula. I'm gonna go back into that original white chocolate mocha and just kind of blend everything out. Bring it up a bit. Okay, so I think what I want to do for the lower lash line is I'm going to use my Sigma pencil brush and I'm going to go into this deepest Midnight Mocha shade, and I'm just going to focus this like halfway to the outer third of my eye, super pigmented, just to try and play with another shade. And I want to blend that out with this Mocha Mousse right here, which looks like it might be the lightest shade in the palette, and just see if I can do a little blendy blend here. I kind of want to do like a touch of the green, a touch of the try with Mocha on that fluffy brush, which is gonna make it a little deeper, but that's okay. All right, we got real smoky under there. So I have some options here. I was thinking of maybe, ooh, that's very soft. Ooh, Java Mocha, that has a pretty shift. I don't know how to make it so y'all can see, but that has such a pretty shift. There's also Churro with Mocha, which is a straight up gold, and Biscotti with Mocha. I guess we're just gonna, that's more like traditional gold. We're just gonna, I guess, swatch all of these. Let's see what Marble Mocha looks like. Very pretty, and Mexican Mocha. Okay, that's pretty too. So what do I want to do on the lid? Okay, I just put these on my hand for the first time to like catch a glimpse. Originally I was thinking of this shade, but I might do this one and use this one with more of the pinkies or even one of the traditional golds. These are beautiful. Okay, I will say after swatching and trying to wipe my hand, we have a lot of sparkle, okay? So I am gonna take a little bit of this NYX glitter primer. I think I know which route we are going to go. Yes, I lost a nail, story of my life. But I think this will help here. Keep the glitters where I want them. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this traditional gold right here, Churro with Mocha. And I'm just gonna use my finger. A lot comes up, like, holy cow, and I'm gonna press it. This is just like a beautiful, very traditional gold shade, but holy sparkle and pigment. Like a little bit goes a long way, y'all. A little bit goes a long way. I'm also taking a little bit of my Singe EO4 and I just want to dip it kind of into that shade, and I can see really I'm just getting sparkle particles. I'm not really getting the pigmentation. I'm going to spray it with Fix Plus, and really I just am using this to try and see if I can kind of blend out these edges, but it looks like that shimmer is probably going to be best applied with a finger. For sure glad that I used the glitter glue because I'm getting sparkle particles all over, but I don't have a ton of fallout. So I recommend a glitter glue with that. Okay, moving over to the other eye, and I think I'm gonna take this Cafe Mocha, this like purpley shade here, and this is my BK202, and we're gonna do more of a kind of mauvey purpley look on this side. Okay, so then I'm going to take my E40 from Sigma and go into this Peppermint Mocha shade, which is like a lighter, more on the purple side. And I am going to diffuse lightly. I am getting some kickback with that one. Diffuse those edges. And then what we're gonna do is dip into this one right here in Maui Mocha, and using a dense 207 from KBeauty, I'm just trying to use as many shades as I can to create like a look that I would replicate and wear on the daily. And so this is very beautiful. Okay, so then for the lower lash line, I'm using my same pencil brush, the E30, and just wiping it off on my Sigma switch. And I'm gonna go into this Cafe Mocha right here, and I'm gonna put that along the lower lash line, kind of focusing it more on the outer part of my eye. And then taking that same, what is this, the E33 and this like purpley shade right here in Peppermint Mocha, and going right under the lower lash line as well. So originally I thought I was going to use this shade, which is right here on the inner corner, but because of the sparkle and shine and glitter, I just don't, Like, I don't think these are the shades that I want to put on the inner corner. Like, I want something more like a satin or a matte, and I want to give the lids a whole moment. But I do want to use this like duochrome shifty shade right here in Java Mocha. So I'm going to, again, pick up my NYX glitter primer and put that on the lid. And then because it appears that these are going to apply best with a finger, I'm trying to stay looking down, and I'm going to take my finger and this Java Mocha, which has like a beautiful shift, and I'm going to press it. Now this one doesn't look like it has quite as chunky glitters as the other eye, which I appreciate. I do like the glitter and the sparkle and the shine that Java Mocha is giving me, but like I don't quite need all of the glitter and fallout. I'm gonna see if this one picks up better on a brush. This is that same Singe, what is it, the EO4? Yeah, this isn't quite as chunky. It's a little bit softer. So actually I think this one would, I mean, it did pick up on my brush. I'm giving it a little spritz, but yeah, this one you probably could apply with a brush just fine. Ooh, that was a good call. That is a beautiful shade. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara so that I can show you the finished look. Okay, y'all, we are here with a whole mocha moment. We have one side which is very sparkly, very shiny, very glittery with the gold, and then the other side has a very strong shift, y'all. There is a strong shift and shine there, but not quite the chunky glitter, a little bit of a purple vibe. I will say, I did enjoy creating these two looks. This color story is definitely right up my alley. These mattes, you could see in real time, were super blendable. I did have a little bit of kickback in some, but it was not intense. It wasn't super soft. The pigmentation was definitely there. I was able to build it up. Now, I did use a lot of the matte shades. I think I used all of them. Well, maybe just not Mocha Madness. But they were super soft, they were super creamy, they were super blendable. I do feel like, matter of fact, let me look this up, hold on. Okay, so I was just looking on their website because I feel like there are two distinct different types of shimmer formulas. Mexican Mocha and Java Mocha feel a little bit softer, easier to apply with a brush, not quite as chunky and sparkly, whereas Biscotti with Mocha, Churro with Mocha, and Marble Mocha have more of like a texture, more of a chunky feel. They feel a little bit more almost like there might be some pressed glitters in there, but I can't see anything on their website about that. Those three apply better with a finger. Now, I am going to pop up the back of the packaging because it does say that there are some shades that are approved for use around the eyes, and then there are others that are not approved for use around the eyes because they are pressed pigments. And so if that's something that you're sensitive to or you have irritation, just beware. I will say, I do think I like the softer satin finish of the Java Mocha. Although I think that the Churro with Mocha looks beautiful on the eyes, I did kind of get glitter everywhere, so I imagine when I'm washing it off, I'm going to get glitter everywhere as well. So Java Mocha, I didn't use the Mexican Mocha, but those two felt very similar. So I think I may prefer that over the very chunky, sparkly, and shine. But I was impressed with this palette. My first time using Gourmande, girls. I think it's super cute. I love a coffee moment. I love a mocha moment. And I love the color story. So of course, I mean, I'm gonna have to play with it more. This isn't like my final thoughts or a review, but first impressions, there you have it. These are the two looks. I had fun playing with it. I would love to know down below, did you pick this up? Are you a coffee lover? What is your Starbucks order? I wanna know. Leave that down below. Otherwise, that is going to do it for this video. I do have lip combo. Y'all ask me sometimes and I forget. Is Lunar Beauty's, what is this nude one? Icon? Milk Tea. Milk Tea, and then the Lanny shade from the Laura Lee Los Angeles and Manny MUA, the Full Fantasy collab, is on my lips. So jewelry is also just for fun style. These were custom pieces from my bestie Amanda. But yes, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below if you tried this out. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.